And welcome everyone, thank you very much for joining me today on my latest episode. Hope you've had a quality day. Let me know what you've all been up to. But today it's been a bit very quiet on the news front of Liverpool. Obviously it was all about Karius yesterday, and today it's all been about Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. So it's just developing at the minute. News that has come out, there's not really much. I talked about it yesterday and the day before, so check those videos. Those out, but it's mainly basically the same that I've already reported this week. Very much so that Arsenal, they're looking like they're going to attempt to offer him a new contract, but if he refuses, Arsenal are obviously very reluctant to actually sell to Liverpool, being a domestic rival. But when I've seen the reports, they're a bit scared to actually sell to Liverpool. They've sold Van Persie, they've sold Nancy, they've sold Fabregas, they've sold so many players to Premier League teams over the years, so I don't know why there'd be a qualm, like if actually Liverpool did attempt to actually inquire, which we have. That's what the news really has been today. We've apparently inquired, and Arsenal have rebuffed our approach for Alex, so we'll have to wait and see. It could be I've got a feeling it might be an end of the window job that it might turn into, but we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, today, obviously, as I mentioned yesterday at the back end, I'll be doing my goalkeeping show really. I'll be doing about Karius and Danny Ward over there. But yeah, just wanted to talk about those two. Obviously, I mentioned a couple of episodes back I'd be doing player squad evaluations really, where I'd assess and you'd assess in the comments section. All of us we'd discuss where we'd be with Danny Ward and mainly all the other players through the squad, if we keep them or we sell them. So yeah, this is my two. I've got my stats up. I'll try and get them up there. It's total appearances for obviously Karius last season. He made 10 appearances, equaling 3 clean sheets and averaging a 1.20% average goals conceded. Average saves per game, obviously 1.40. Average saves per game of 1.17. And an average claim success 75. And average punching success 30. And distance success, obviously with the punching, is 69%. And distance length is 35 metres. And if you compare that to, obviously, Danny Ward, who had a fantastic season. If I can try and get the comments up. And thank you very much, mate. It was it was literally just before I was going to start doing this episode. It's off Real Crazy. I'll show it there. It's from, I'm a Huddersfield fan, and personally I don't believe Ward is Premier League quality goalkeeper, as he is inconsistent. That's very much interesting coming from a Huddersfield fan. Thank you very much, mate, for sending that in. I didn't actually ask for it, but that's quite handy coming from a Huddersfield fan. Obviously Wardy's played there all last season on loan. If that consistency, obviously we've got Mignolet and Karius, they're very much inconsistent. But for Karius on those stats, I'll touch on Wards in a sec. But with Karius, it was very much when Germany come in, he broke his wrist or hand, didn't he? And that was, if you're a player coming into a new club, that's the last thing you want, is an injury like Danny Ings. He hasn't actually had a proper run at the team. But with Wardy coming in, and Karius obviously off the back of eventually coming back into the first team frame, competing with Mignolet. Obviously, when we bought him from Mainz, everyone expected him just to be a straight number one, which we need competition with Mignolet. That's the thing. I'll talk about Mignolet tomorrow in more detail. But with these two should be really pushing Simon Mignolet. And let me know if you're still wanting a goalie. That's the very much big question that I'm going to be asking today with these two and Mignolet tomorrow. It's if we assess the quality of these two. That's what I want to ask you. From what you've seen, obviously we've seen a lot more of Danny Ward in the Championship compared to when we would have when Karius was a Mainz. But for me personally, and the interviews I've seen from Huddersfield fans and for the professional footballers and that we've seen and said about Ward, he is consistent. Obviously, as Real mentioned before from the comments, he's a Huddersfield fan, and he mentioned Ward being inconsistent. But with keepers at that age, with many, but with being inconsistent in a position in which that was potentially lead to a goal, it's very different if you're a striker. Not many goals lead to the conceding goals, but if you're a goalie or a defender, you're like the last form of defence, and if you make a mistake, you're definitely punished, aren't you? So their headers compared to strikers' headers, they rarely don't get a chance. That shows how like world class keepers, such a Buffon, for example, he has been on such a high level and standard for year after year after year after year. Like if you're a young keeper coming in with you've got to have confidence, and even when your confidence is knocked, you've actually got to come back. That's what I think when Mignolet got taken out of the frame. Actually, I'll talk about that tomorrow, but obviously when Mignolet got taken out of the frame in the limelight, Karius come in, had a couple of decent games, but he didn't really perform that well, and obviously Simon come back. But really, I'll show you Ward's stats now. There we go. He made total appearances 43. Total clean sheets 12 last season. Average goals conceded a 1.12. That's obviously less than Ward's average. Not Ward's. Karius' average. Karius' average on the average goals conceded was a 1.20, and Wardy's was 1.12. I'll obviously, I don't know how I'm going to edit it, but I'll have them compared anyway, so you can all see. And average saves per game is obviously a 1.77. Average games saves per goal is 1.60, and claim success 90%, average punching 37, dual distance 58, and distance length 42. But let me know from those stats, what do you personally feel with these? It was only going to be a short one today, but equaling it in most positions really. But with the keeping situation at Liverpool Football Club, it's been a problem since when Reina was in top form. Obviously, at the back end of his career, he like his performances dipped very much. But we've never actually replaced Pepe. I don't feel Mignolet. He had the best. I'll talk about more in depth about Mignolet last season tomorrow. But he had obviously the better back end of the season. He actually was one of the main key players that actually got his top four, like with his saves and that. Obviously, you can all pick out tomorrow, like mention what your key moments were for Simon. But with these two, Danny and Karius, I just wanted to ask, like, what do you think the future holds for these two? For me personally, I think, even though I mentioned a couple of weeks back that Liverpool was hoping to maybe keep hold of them, keep hold of Ward and maybe use them to challenge the other two, obviously Karius and Mignolet, for a starting spot. But I think, obviously, the rules, I think you're only allowed like two. If you're in the Premier League, you're only allowed 2 loans from Premier League teams. And it depends if Huddersfield are going to use that one loan up on a goalkeeper. It'd be very much interesting. So we'll have to find out on Ward. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it, everyone. Hope you're having a boss day. Transfer news, not much going around today. Obviously, I mentioned about Ox before, and there's not really... Kate is the same as yesterday, really. There's not been much coming out today, but yeah, thank you very much. As always, everyone is very much appreciated. And to end off, just a quick shout out to FF Football, obviously Fionn O'Carroll from Ireland. Hopefully I've said that right, mate. Yeah, hopefully you've had a quality birthday, mate. Happy birthday anyway. I've seen your comments on yesterday's video. Let me know what you got up to in the comment section. But hopefully you had a boss day, everyone. And I'll see you very soon. All the best, everyone. Have a good one, and I'll see you very soon. I'll have the Mignolet one coming up tomorrow, and I'll do a transfer news as well, do a wrap up. But there wasn't much news to go off today, so yeah, see you very soon. Whee! Thank you.